People don't like you. All right, then stop crying about it and take responsibility, not because you're weak, not because you failed, but because responsibility is the only place where control lives. As long as you keep saying, "It's always them. People are unfair. No one sees me," you stay inside the same loop, same conversations, same endings, same distance. And the scariest part is this. After a while, the loop feels familiar, and familiar feels safe even when it hurts. We're not here to protect that comfort. We're here to break it. Now listen carefully, because this matters. Some people won't like you no matter what. Not because you're wrong, but because your growth makes them uncomfortable. You don't shrink for those people. You don't explain yourself to them. But, and this is the part people avoid, when the same feeling follows you from room to room, when different people trigger the same result, that's not fate. That's a pattern. And patterns are not permanent. They're learned, which means they can be unlearned. Before we talk about fixing anything, we need to slow down and look honestly, because most people don't realize how they come across when they're tired, guarded, disappointed, or hungry for connection. Intentions live inside you. Signals live outside. And the world only reacts to signals. 1. When negativity quietly becomes your personality, imagine sitting with someone you actually like. They're not dramatic. They're not toxic. They're just always tired of life. Every conversation eventually circles back to what didn't work, who messed things up, how unfair things are. At first, you listen. Then you start offering solutions. Then you stop responding as fast. Not because you stopped caring, but because nothing ever moves. Now flip the camera. From the inside, that person feels honest. They're just telling the truth. From the outside, it feels like standing still in fog. People don't pull away from struggle. They pull away from stagnation. That's how it looks. 2. When emotions lead instead of follow. Think about a friend who takes everything deeply. A joke feels sharp. Feedback feels personal. Silence feels loaded. You start choosing words carefully. Then you start choosing distance. From their side, they're just sensitive. From the outside, the room feels tense. People don't need you to be emotionless. They need to know the ground won't shift under their feet. That's how it looks. 3. When connection turns into pressure. We all know someone like this. They check reactions constantly. They ask, "Are you okay?" Their mood rises and falls with attention. You don't dislike them. You just feel responsible for them. From their side, they're just trying to feel secure. From the outside, it feels like emotional labor. That's how it looks. 4. When talking replaces listening. Picture a conversation where you're technically speaking, but not being heard. Someone interrupts. Not rudely, just eagerly. Every silence gets filled. Every topic turns personal. At the end, you feel strangely invisible. Connection doesn't break because of words. It breaks because there's no space. That's how it looks. 5. When old wounds shape your presence. Some people walk into rooms already armored. Tone sharp. Humor defensive. Eyes scanning. They never talk about what hurt them, but everyone feels it. From their side, they're just protecting themselves. From the outside, they feel closed. People don't avoid pain. They avoid walls. That's how it looks. 6. When boundaries stay silent. You say yes when you mean no. You smile when you're uncomfortable. You hope people notice. They don't. Resentment builds quietly. From your side, you're being kind. From the outside, you're unreadable. Clarity builds trust. Silence builds distance. That's how it looks. 7. When being liked costs you solidity. This one is subtle. You soften your opinions. You avoid tension. You adjust your tone. You think you're keeping peace. But slowly, you disappear. From the outside, people don't feel grounded around you. And grounded people feel safe to connect with. That's how it looks. Now pause. If this started to feel heavy, good. That means you're seeing something real. But don't shut down here. Because this is the moment where most people quit. Right before things change. So take a breath. Shake it off. And come back. Because now, we stop diagnosing. And start fixing. All right. Enough analysis. Let's solve this together. Not by pretending. Not by becoming someone else. But by tightening what's loose. First, we replace repeating complaints with direction. You don't hide what's hard. You show where you're going. Then we build emotional discipline. Not coldness. Control. We learn to pause before reacting. We let feelings pass without letting them drive. We detach our worth from reactions. Approval is unstable ground. You build on something stronger. We listen fully. We let silence breathe. We stop competing for attention. We heal what we carry. Or we stop bleeding on people who didn't cut us. We say no early. We say yes intentionally. We stop explaining our boundaries. Not to be liked, but to be solid. Because solid people don't chase approval. They attract respect. If this hit you, welcome to the club. This is the club of people who stopped blaming the world and started mastering their presence. Now you stand at the same point everyone does. Repeat the same loop, or rise. Rise or repeat. The choice is yours.